Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Zaheer here and today we will learn advanced conditional formatting. Okay, let's go. See, as you can see my screen, I have created a small attendance tracker in which I have created multiple conditional formatting. One is highlighting the duplicate values, like whereas I have a employee ID, same employee ID, I have assigned it to two different people. So I am just highlighting, is there any employee ID I have duplicated? And next one is I have highlighted these in color, which is where I have a department name HR. I should highlight the entire row, okay, wherever there is an HR. And I have also highlighted wherever weekend is in falling in place. Okay. If I change the month, for example, I change it to month May, it should automatically change my weekends and it will automatically highlight. That is also another formatting. And another formatting I have, like I have used entire 31 days. I have used as a calendar maximum 31 days. So when there is I cross the next month, it should highlight it as a next month. So I should not fill in. So this sheet is, it is an one time we can create and use any month, and you can change the date. The start of the date you can just type 141516 and that. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So what I can do is I will just open a create a new worksheet. Let's say I use employee ID, employee name, you know, and say what department. Okay, let's have used a date, let's say 1st of April. Okay, and let's change this format to vertical talks up. We use this format. If you change the date of the format, you can use. So what we can use is we can use until, so let's say 1st of May. So I have used 31 days. So click here and just click double click, so it will automatically fit in. So where I need a date, day of this particular date. So I'll use text of this value, comma in what do you say DDD. Can use that. Is like we previous class we have learned how to use to get the date. So automatically I'll get my date. So here I'll just use one format called I'll just right click format cell and say alignment. Let's keep it central across selection and use a cell style. I'll use header one. So let's say I'll use the date format here. So date is I'm using 1st of April. 1st of April, I've just typed it. So what you need to do is go here, do the custom, more number format, and say date custom. What we need is basically we need this particular thing. Okay, let's keep 4M. So let's display the full name. Okay, let's all this central top. Okay, just use this one. Okay, okay, and then so let's say, so here I have, it should be when I change the month, and let's say I'll change the month, my date should change it across years, right? So what we need to do is whatever I have, this equal to this cell value, because B2 is where I have used the cell value. Then this cell value is this plus 1. So it's the 2nd of May. So select everything and do it. So see here automatically when I change the dates, my day of that particular date changes here. Okay. So let's say I have used, so 1, 2, say 15 employees I've used. So here I need to change the format. What you can do, go to number, say in number, say go to custom, let's say 0000. So because in the date class we have learned how to use that, and say name is my name one something. I just type double click here and use it, and department we just copy here, go here, copy, come here and just paste it just for the department. Okay. Now I need to change the format. Go here, take out the grid lines. So it will really look like this. Okay. Now you go here and say my grid lines should be in line style is, let's say, this one. Again, you say it should be all border. Okay. So and then you just select this one and mark it as bold. Okay. So now let's highlight first one, the duplicate. So let's select this one, go to the conditional format, highlight duplicate values. Let's say okay. So let's say 8. You type it as 6. So it is automatically highlighting a duplicate value. Next one is we wanted to highlight the department is HR. So select this one. So please remember, wherever we need, here in this cell we have selected, highlighted entire row. So you need to select everything, all the rows on that particular range. Go to conditional formatting, say new rule. Okay, use a formula that determines. So here what we need to say is, here is wherever I feel in D4, D5, whatever it is. So you say click here and D4. So let's remember that the range you selected, it's from fourth row. So your condition also should be from that particular fourth row. So here is the column. You say equal to what? Say you say HR. Okay, this is my thing. See, and then say go to the format and say fill. Let's say this color, right? Maybe yeah. Say okay. So here it says $D $4. What we have learned in the previous cell references class, where when there is a dollar before column or before row, it will never change. It's whenever I drag down or drag right, so it will not change. So here the rows, the value of HR can be anywhere between fourth row and 18th row. Okay. So what happened is the rows should change. So what happened when we do the cell referencing, when we drag it automatically, you will find out. But here we are not dragging it. So we are using that range. We have a range selected. We are using that range. In that range, so wherever I in D, column D, and I have an HR in from fourth row until 18th row. So we need to change it to like this. So it should, if the range is on the column level as well, on the row level as well. In the column, it should not change. Okay. It always be D. It will be selected as from B. It will always be D, and it will check. And in the row, it will keep changing. So in the range. So let's say okay. See here, changes. So let's go and find out your formula. Go to manage rule. See here, one is duplicate we have used. Another one, this one. So range is from B4 to A18 in this particular range. So it will start from B until AI and from fourth row until 18th row. It will select. Whereas we have conditional is like D4 should be HR. So we are checking in D4, it is not in HR. It will go to the second round. Automatically Excel goes to the second row based on this range, wherever from B4, this range to this range. So B4, B5, B6, like it will go until all the rows, all the columns, it will go. And it will check the condition where I have mentioned that as in D, in column D, if I see in fourth row HR highlighted, in column D, in row 5, if it is HR highlighted, but whereas HR is in sixth, row. So automatically Excel goes from one row to another, fourth row, fifth row, sixth row, it will check. Okay, because I have not used the dollar before 4, only I've used dollar before D. So D will be static. Okay, let's apply. Okay. Next, what we have is the highlighting the this thing, Saturdays and Sundays. So Saturdays and Sundays, we're starting from here. What we do is we select from here, go to the conditional formatting again. Let's say new rule, go to use a formula. So what is the cell? You can use this one as well. Click here, select this one. The range we started from third row, that condition also be should be mentioned at the third row. That is the key. So equal to Sunday. Okay. So here my row should be 3 only. It will not change row, but my column can change. Okay, so what we need to do is remove column from the dollar from column. So only keep it from the row. It will always be static at the third row, but the column changes. Earlier we have used for the conditional formatting for HR where we have changed the rows but kept the columns. Whereas here we keeping the now changing the columns, keeping the row as a stagnant. So here what we need to do is, let's say this cell, let's say pattern is somewhere this one, or we can take it more light. Yeah, I think this one is more light. Use this one and say okay. So here it is changing only for Sundays. We need formula for Saturday as well, right? So either Saturday or Sunday. So that is our condition. So what we need to go manage rule, this one change edit rule. Here we can use, let's say or open bracket. This one E3 is equal to Saturday and comma means another condition. Let's select this one again, copy this and paste it here as Saturday. Okay, close the bracket. I've used R function when there is a comma. This one you understand, E3 Sunday or E3 is Saturday. Okay, so it will check from E3, it will go E to F, G, H, I, it will keep changing and check this condition either Saturday or Sunday. Okay, apply and okay. So here see in Saturday also we highlighted, Sunday also. Let's change the month. So automatically my Saturday is falling on 4th June and 5th June and Sunday. So it automatically changes.